Greetings, greetings, and I'm back. I'm back as promised, as I told you I would be. So darkness has befallen upon us. So I just looked outside. It looks like it's still coming down out there. It's tapering off a little bit. So I think it might stop in a little bit, but it's not quite done falling yet. So it is still coming down outside. Thank you, Dawn, for the like. How are you? So I don't really have a whole lot to talk about, but I was like, I know this process is going to take a while, so I decided to come on here for anybody that's interested in tuning in with me. What is that? A piece of skin. The beautiful people, the beautiful people. BGB, how am I doing? Staying warm and dealing with this hair. How are you doing? I haven't really eaten much today. I've been snacking nonstop like crazy today. I had like 3 or 4 mini ice cream sandwiches because, I had bought a few things to carry over since we're snowed in right now. So I ate those and then I had a popsicle. I've been really like snacking and then I had some lentil beans and then I had a few Ritz crackers. I didn't really eat many of those. What else did I have? Oh, I had two. I had two mini pizzas earlier when I first woke up. I had fixed those yesterday. I had two mini pizzas, and then what else? Oh, and I also had, well, yesterday I made my rice recipe, which was really good. I took it because I was supposed to be at the school yesterday, but I ended up not being with the children and I took it for my lunch. So I ate that last night and that was really good. I don't have any more of that left. Hey, King Hazy. How are you doing, King Hazy in the building? Yeah, I'm just trying to get through doing my hair. I've been kind of paying attention to what's going on out there on YouTube, and it's a bunch of nonsense. Like the main topics that I've been hearing people talk about are the Clarissa Shields and Papoose and Remy Ma situation. Everybody's talking about Clarissa Shields, and I just feel like we're in a nation where people just need to mind their own business sometimes. What's good, Fakira? How are you? I feel like people need to mind their own business sometimes because there's always going to be somebody to talk about and gossip about. And really, them people don't know us and don't care about us like that. And then people have been talking about Nicki Minaj and this whole mega Donald Trump nonsense. Y'all, Nicki Minaj does not have the power that people give to her. Like when you give people your time, your attention, your energy, you give them power. And I wouldn't even give her that much leverage to think she even has that much influence for real. I wouldn't do it. Um, and the reason that I say that is because first of all, we know that Nicki Minaj is not an indigenous native of this country. We already know that, right? Yes, we do. We've been knowing this. So why is everybody acting like they're so shocked and surprised with her actions? She's showing you who she is. And when people show you who they are, believe them, right? Like all her songs, she put on a facade for people to become her fan base. Make sure y'all double tap the screen to like the live and please subscribe to this beautiful woman. She's everything to me. Thank you, Dawn. She has shown who she is, y'all, from the very beginning since she first signed with, what is it, Young Money. She showed who she was back then, putting on a facade. And all these entertainers are just that, putting on a facade to entertain. And their one goal is to get people to follow them so that they can build up their fan base. Do you think they really care about people in general? No, they don't. I've been missing for too long. I'm sorry. I apologize. I know I've been so busy, y'all. And I don't want to come on live stream like if my energy is not right or I'm very exhausted because your energy shows through the screen. Energy is very, very transparent and energy is very real, y'all. So I like to give authenticity when I come on here, y'all. So that's why you haven't seen me. But I said, I can't abandon the channel like that. So I said, while I'm doing my hair, even if I don't have much to talk about, I'll find something to say and I'll let y'all tune in with me, right? Because this is a very long process that I don't really like dealing with it, y'all. You're only standing because all those passes. I'm doing too much. Yeah. I know I'm not supposed to do it that many times, Mel. But like if you look at the back of my hair is more coarse than what you think it is. Like up here where the roots are, that's where it's real stubborn. My hair is very coarse. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, it's real coarse right there. Use chase method. Oh, chase. So like take the comb and then go like that. You know what? I wish I was as talented as you are, Mel, to do that. I don't. I've been doing my hair like this for years, and it's probably not the best technique, honestly, because I'm not a hairstylist. I wish I could use the chase method. I just don't really think it works out too well for me, or I have not perfected my skill enough to do that, Mel. Um, but yes, thank you for pointing that out, because I do go over my hair a lot when I'm trying to straighten it out. And for one reason, because I had the flat iron turned down, because they said you're not supposed to turn it up to the highest temperature because you can burn your hair. So I had it turned down. So it's not getting as straight at the root as I wanted to. Um, so I've been maintaining my own hair for many years, y'all. Many, many years. I do need to go find a stylist, but I want it purple and yellow. I might want to cut my dreads and go back to my original hair, but everything is okay. I don't think I might have reached out if you was gone too much longer. Oh, you think you might have reached out? Oh, I appreciate the concern, y'all. I really do. So, as you know, you have to moisturize with some heat protectant. I'm using Miracle Styling Serum. My sister sent me this, y'all. And then I also like this Biolage Smooth Proof Serum. So my hairstylist that I used to go to back in the day, y'all, used to say that we had to seal in the something, like at the ends of the hair. He said you have to seal it in with some type of serum. That's what he told me. Y'all, he was the best hairstylist I ever had. The best. He actually had cut some celebrities' hair. He used to do celebrities' hair when they would come to town because he had pictures with them. Like he used to cut their hair. He cut the Ying Yang twins' hair. Y'all see this steam? He did their hair and he did Trina's hair. Um, he did a few people's hair. He used to travel too. And then I had another hairstylist. She was Dominican and she used to actually go to, y'all know Chi. I used to have a Chi flat iron. I don't have it anymore. It broke, but Chi, let me show y'all. She makes, um, I think I have one of their products in here. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. This is not it. She makes, where's my, oh, here it is. So my sister bought me this too, y'all. She hooked me up. She makes these products right here. So she used to actually go to his house, Farouk. That's what she called him, she Farouk. And I guess she used to do training with him and stuff. So she was really good at like hair color, and she was good at doing my hair, y'all. But um, her daughter, like when I met her daughter had like hair like me, but her daughter's hair was even thicker and longer. her daughter had a lot of hair. I mean, it was madness going on. And she used to manage her daughter's hair. So yeah, she used to do my color. I used to let her, trim it and cut it whenever I got it cut. And she was maintaining my hair for some years. But I've spoken about it before on this channel. Since I moved out of state, and I've been here for quite a while now, for some years, I let one person do my hair since I've been here, and I have not really ventured off into anybody else. My now I do have my friend in Dallas. She's a cosmetologist, a licensed cosmetologist. So when I went to go visit, she did do my hair, but she didn't like wash it and shampoo it, condition it, and she didn't do all that. She just styled it a little bit for me. But she was the one that told me what type of shampoo, what type of shampoo to use on my scalp, y'all, because my scalp gets very flaky. Um, so I have to wash my hair every week and a half. Y'all already heard the story. Every week and a half, I have to wash my hair, especially like my scalp. And for some reason, it gets like that. And so there's this blue shampoo that I use, y'all. You said I tried to, but my Instagram accounts are gone and hacked. It's BS that I can't reach out to you on Instagram, and to be honest, I'm not in a good mood, and I feel like I'm reaching out. And I can rage with people that did me dirty. We can't speak negative right now, negative vibrations and energy, y'all. So yeah, so the type of shampoo that I use, she told me would help my hair grow even more. Let me see if I can get it for y'all. I'm gonna show you. I've shown this many times before, so nothing new. These ones are empty. I'll probably throw these ones away. But this is the sulfur 8, the blue kind, medicated dandruff control. Um, Controls itching, cleanses, and conditions, free from silicones and parabens. So I have another one of my colleagues. She told me to get the one that's paraben free, and then also to go back over it with a hydrating detangling shampoo. The hydrating detangling shampoo helps you comb through it easier, like when it's wet and stuff, so it doesn't tangle up so much. So um, that definitely seemed like it helps to hydrate the hair. And then she wanted me to buy this leave-in conditioner, but she never did tell me the name of the leave-in conditioner, y'all. So a lot of times I don't condition my hair if I don't have time, which I'm supposed to condition my hair. What is this? Oh, one of these little teeth broke off and it was in my hair from this. My hair breaks a lot of stuff, a lot of clamps. Like if I have a clamp in my hair and I lay on it, it will snap and break, y'all. So gotta be careful with that. But yeah, so I need to condition more. I need to actually have my hair trimmed by someone that actually knows what they're doing. But I trim my own hair. Um, Jesus, I no comprende. Are you asking if I'm from Africa? Maroon? Blue is your favorite color? That's what's up. Somebody asked me the other day, was I Ethiopian, y'all? I get that a lot. People ask me that a lot for some reason. If I am Ethiopian or if I'm from Ethiopia, they used to ask my sister the same thing, and I didn't know they would ask her that. And we were talking about it one day, and they were like, "Oh, just looking at your features. Are you Ethiopian?" So I went online one day and I looked up Ethiopians to see what they look like because I didn't know what that meant. But now I know like their phenotypes. Ethiopians resemble Eritreans because basically they are from the same eastern area of Africa, y'all. So Eritrea is north of Ethiopia, and that's over there near Somalia. All of those East African countries are to the right side. They look alike. So depending on what part of Africa people are from, they have those phenotypes from that place. But people have told me that I look like I come from there, and One woman told me I look like I come from Ghana. So I mean, apparently, Africans see something in us when they come here, and they can probably recognize our features because we're all related some type of way, y'all. So that brings me back to the whole Nicki Minaj situation. Um, she's supposed to be Trini or whatever, which I don't. The thing is, she's not truly indigenous of this land. She wasn't born here. Her parents aren't from here. So when we talk about her having power and influence with the mega movement, I could really care less, y'all. I mean, because what is she really doing for any of us on an individual level? Nothing. So I don't even feel the need to give it that much power, attention, that much energy. These people are going to do what they want to do. And honestly, she's looking out for her own better interest, her own behalf for her and her family. That's all she's doing when she, you know, plays and dabbles into politics. I'm pretty sure she's getting some type of reward and benefit for doing what she's doing, and it's going to benefit her. It has nothing to do with her caring about the American people of this country. I can promise you that. I can assure you that. If she really cared about people like that, I'm pretty sure she would present a better portrayal of, if you want to classify her as melanated, for melanated females, because that's a lot of her fan base, right? A lot of her fan base is melanated. And that's why I don't believe in celebrity worship and all of that nonsense. Because those people, they're no better than anybody else, y'all. They were given, trust me, these people are given a platform for a reason to lead people astray. The people that don't think for themselves, basically, and there are a lot of ignorant fools in America and all across this world that worship people that they don't know personally, right? And I don't believe in that. I feel that anybody can be impactful in this world. It's just that they're given a platform, right? And they're given a platform because there's an agenda for them to carry out. So whenever any politician or any of these people need to use these, which are called celebrities, you're celebrating an entity that you know nothing about, they call upon them to do their dirty work to try to influence the people that don't think for themselves. But people that have a mind of their own, have some intellect of their own, they don't follow along with the nonsense because we can see through it, right? We can see that it's disingenuous. There's no authenticity there. All of a sudden, she's, mega, a supporter of nonsense. Yes, Shimmy 8. Exactly right. Is Tristy in the building? Let me see. So all humans are actually extremely closely related. We are no more than 26 cousins. Yeah, we're very much. And if you pay attention, Shimmy 8, if you pay attention to like if you pay attention to like some of the culture, like I look at the Native Americans, how they dress, I look at the Africans, how they dress, I look at the Middle Easterns, how they dress, some of the Asians, how they dress. A lot of them have similarities with their culture and their style of dress, you know. So that means they're influenced by one another, and it's very related, very, very similar. But you have, and I just hope people don't think that Americans are all the same because we're not. But, like all Americans are not um, the same. And I think they try to dumb people down in this country on purpose, y'all. Like they really want us to be just ignorant and believe everything the news feeds us. But people are actually, you know, growing out of that. Some people are waking up to that. Some people, you can't reach them. I feel like the older generation is a little bit more difficult to reach, but there are a lot of older generation of people that have awakened. And if you talk to them, they will tell you the true history of this nation and of this land. And they don't fall for the nonsense. So I commend them for that. There are a lot of people in the younger generation that are very enlightened. And I love that, y'all. And that's the thing that they don't want to happen. They don't want people to become awakened and start, becoming on one common accord. Because if that happens, all their power, all the systems, everything they plan against us, the attacks and everything, it will fall and it will fail. And we're starting to see some of that happen now, actually. And so, what are they doing? Conjuring up nonsense for people to consume, so they can divide and conquer, like this whole um, ice stuff that's going on. You look beautiful. You're gorgeous and so healthy. Thank you, Trissy. So are you. You have a beautiful spirit. I can just tell. We find human variety fascinating considering how close we are genetically. Ignorance is such small picture thinking. Ignorance is small thinking, small-minded thinking, Shimmy, but that's because people don't realize that they haven't been exposed to a lot. This world is big, but the world is small. Like the planet is big and small at the same time, if that makes sense. And there's so much that we have not been exposed to, and there's so much, that we have to learn, and we'll never know it all. Nobody will ever have it all figured out. Nobody. I don't care if people tell you that they are the master teacher, they have courses, they can tell you all this stuff. No, nobody knows it all. But when you know that, life is just about learning each and every day. And I think it's a beautiful thing because the brain has no limit to how much it can learn, y'all. Did you know that? There's no limit to how much your brain can learn. That's how divinely and wonderfully made we are. So don't ever let somebody make you feel that you are less than anything because you like to learn or you don't know something and you want to research. Because knowledge is truly power, y'all. And that's the one thing they don't want us to do is to have power and to research. He said even our closest people are toxic, but y'all don't know it until they show their true colors. Yep, they sure are, Don. He said the poorly educated populace is easy to manipulate. That's why our country is falling apart, but we can't let it happen. It's the difference between right and wrong. Mm-hmm. You're God's chosen people. Yes, Tristy. There's more of us than them. Mm-hmm. We have to stick together. Yep. Now, when I took my sociology class in college, and this was many years ago, by the way, it was the same thing. And they weren't lying. They said that this world is controlled by 1% of the population. And then they talked about the socio-economical, injustice on the planet and how most of all the economics are delegated to a certain demographic. And they put melanated, what they call brown people, melanated people, and like Hispanic people, they categorized them all in one lump sum category. And they were saying how most um, of these ethnic groups are like impoverished and have all these issues in their communities. But y'all, it has been orchestrated that way. Why do you think this is the case? You think anybody wants to live in poverty? You think they want to be impoverished? I think if people had a choice, I don't think many people want to be like living and struggling and going through a whole bunch of nonsense in life. But you got to think about it. We were born into a system that's already been pre-orchestrated before we got here. So once we start understanding that they have lied to us from birth, right? Um, then you can undo some of those shackles that have been placed on our minds because they say they took the shackles off your feet, they took the shackles off your hand, but a lot of people still got shackles on their brains, y'all, and they don't even know it. I guess you can say that more so like a community of a tribe. I don't know if it's just me, but I kind of hurt getting your hair retwisted. Really? You get your hair hurts getting retwisted? I'm sorry to hear that. They might, because when I used to get my hair cornrowed, which was not too often, but just a few times that I got my hair cornrowed, they might be a little too hard on your scalp, Dawn. They could be pulling too harshly. That's not good. That's never good when someone is pulling too hard. If they pull and tug, then you're actually pulling at the scalp, and that's not good for your hair. Um, when I got my hair cornrowed, I was in some pain, y'all. It was painful how hard she was pulling at my hair and my scalp. And I didn't know that it could feel that torturous. Y'all, when I got home, my scalp was sore. And so my mother saw how much she had pulled. She could tell how tight it was. She loosened it up and she rebraided it for me because my mama can braid. She used to braid our hair sometimes, but not for real, you know. But if she wanted to cornrow, she could make something happen, but she just didn't do it. So she redid my cornrows. And, she took them loose and redid the ones that were really tight for me. But I can't cornrow, y'all. I never could figure it out. Um, can't double dutch. Never could figure that out. I tried, y'all, in middle school. I tried. I was scared to jump in the rope. I didn't want to get hit by the rope. I tried. And I have really good rhythm, but I never could get it. Never could get it, y'all. So I don't know what happened. But I did try. I did try. My mama tried to tell me the other day. She was like, "You must have some Asian in you," because I told her, I don't know why they forget this every year, that I don't eat candy yams. I don't eat stuffing. And what's another thing I don't eat? Cabbage. Okay? I don't like cabbage. I don't like stuffing. And I don't like candy yams. How do you not eat candy yams? My sister knows. But the only way I eat cabbage is if it's an Asian food. So my mom was like, you not all the way. You got something else in you. You must have some Asian in you." That's what she told me the other day, y'all. That's what she said to me. I only twist my hair. It's less manipulative for the hair. I put my hair in twists before as well, Trissy, and I like the twist. I actually like it. When I used to wash my hair, sometimes if I was going to let it air dry, I would take time and section it out and twist it. And actually, I like that. It was cute. And I need to start taking more time with my hair. It's just that I don't be having time because a lot of times when I wash it, I'm rushing. I'm rushing, y'all. Like I'll get in there, wash it real quick, try to toss it up some type of way, let it air dry because I don't be having time. You have your hair in a ponytail when you play basketball. I didn't know you. Oh, you play basketball. Okay, in a ponytail. Let me sit back, in a ponytail. A ponytail. Shout out to Maya. She had a song called Ponytail. I think the song she had was with Nicki Minaj, ironically. Yeah. Shout out to Maya, y'all. You know who else? Oh, let me tell y'all who else that came from that era. A. Marie, y'all. I saw her playing basketball. She had her little shorts on. She looked so good, y'all. And she was making the baskets. A. Marie, shout out to her. Go look her up. She looks the same. She still looks good. Her and Carrie Hilson. That's another one from that era. Maya, Carrie Hilson, and A. Marie. And I'm pretty sure it's more of them. You see, you're quite. Oh, you like basketball. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. So I just recently found out who Brittany Griner is, y'all. I kept hearing the name, didn't know who it was, right? So one day I'm just looking at YouTube, of course, and I see this real tall, light-skinned, female-looking character, and it started talking. And when I heard the voice, I said, that's not a genuine, authentic female. So now I see why they say they have an issue with men playing women's sports, because that's an unfair disadvantage. So Brittany Griner looks like that's at least a 7 foot tall individual. Imagine trying to go up against a 7 foot tall basketball player and you're a female. And there's some tall females out here too, because I've seen them at the school, very tall, but to be like 7 feet tall, that is unfair. You're so close to a championship game. You know how many people I have heard tell me that they were so good at sports and then something happened and they got injured and they a lot of dudes for some reason think that they can go pro, y'all. And then they start talking about when they were in their younger year and how they could have done this, they could have done that, and if it wasn't for this, and this wouldn't have happened, they could have gone pro. That's why you cannot always rely on sports. You need to have a plan A, B, and C, y'all, in my opinion. You need to depend on your creativity and your brain, not just your physical attributes, because something can happen. And then if you don't have the physicalities to do that anymore, what are you going to rely on next? So it's good to be multi-talented, multifaceted. So I wouldn't just push someone to think that their child is going to go pro out on the football field or on the basketball team because anything can take place. A lot of injuries happen with football. Definitely a dude named Brittany. Yeah, um, King Hazy. I saw that tall creature and I was like, so this is a name that I keep hearing everybody talk about. And I guess it gets a lot of praise, for what it's doing, but I'm not in agreement with that, y'all. You can unlike, unsubscribe. I'm not in agreement with that because I don't think that's a fair advantage for females. Men and males are biologically, genetically different for a reason. Y'all are born with more testosterone, more strength, more naturally, with more muscle tone. And physically, you have an advantage over females on a general level. We'll say that. Okay. So I'm not understanding why a male would want to compete against other biological females and feel like that is a fair advantage to feel superior. Like that makes no sense to me because I feel like it just doesn't make sense. And then for a female that wants to be a male, imagine her going out there trying out for the NFL. How do you think that's going to work? You think that's a safe thing? Imagine her, and we know Clarissa Shields talking about she be sparring with men. But honestly, if a man wanted to knock her the F out, I really believe a male could knock her the F out. It's just men have naturally more, whatever it is that God gave y'all to protect us. God gave it to y'all to protect us, not to be competing with us. And why are people trying to take things out of the natural law of science and out of the natural law of order? Like, that's what's wrong with the world. And that's why people walking around all messed up in the head and confused. And then when you talk about it, they get an attitude because people are out here trying to play God. And sometimes you need to respect God, respect Mother Nature, respect the universe. Just stop trying to manipulate and control things that are not supposed to be tampered with. That's just my opinion on it, y'all. And people should be happy with how, they were created, but we live in a different society, y'all. It's just they want us to be taken out of the natural law of order. You said it might be transitioning to be a male. I don't know what it's doing, but that voice told it all. And the height, I was like, that is not even normal. Now I've seen some tall females that are naturally tall, and that already looks, different. But when you listen to that voice, I was like, oh, this is definitely a man. Definitely a man. I don't care if it does transition. It's always 100% going to be assigned a man because this is what the creator, the divine creator, God or whatever you want to call, this is what it was created to be. That's just like a cat saying, "Oh, I feel like a dog today. Let me see if I can start barking." It's just, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, y'all. I feel like a dog today. Let me go nibble on a bone and start acting like a dog. Let me go roof roof. Go play with these dogs over here. You think those dogs are gonna take that cat seriously, y'all? You said it has an Adam's apple? I didn't even pay attention. All I had to hear was the voice because uh, Brittany, and I'm not going to call it a she, I'm saying it because, not to be disrespectful. And that's another thing. People get so caught up in being politically correct. It's not my fault that this individual wanted to go and do whatever it did to reassign itself to be another gender. So I'm saying it. So since I saw it and then it was talking about they're starting a podcast. So now they have a YouTube channel. So if you want to go check it out, you want to check out the Brittany Griner person, they have a YouTube channel and I think they're going to start podcasting, y'all, because they went to Best Buy and they were buying like all this podcast equipment. So that's another thing that's going on too. But let me tell y'all something. You said woof woof. Let me tell y'all something too about these quote unquote celebrities. One thing I noticed is that they would never ever talk to people. They would never come on camera and talk to anybody because they felt like they were superior and they felt like people were not worth their time, energy, and attention. Uh-oh, it says my phone is about to die. I might have to go get a charger. Um, they let me take this out of play. They would never come on camera and talk to anybody. Now that YouTube and like social media has become so popularized, one thing I noticed that they try to do is they try to dominate YouTube and stuff like that, like with the podcasting and all of that. My phone's finna cut off too. Oh, you better go charge it. Put it on the charger. I wanna go get my charger because I don't want it to die on y'all. I know I've been on here for a while, but yeah. And so I just find that very disingenuous as well. Yeah, they're just trying to get a check. And honestly, I think people are tuning into people that are not celebrities because they want to see authenticity. They want to see people that are genuine and they are real, that they can relate to. It's on 23. Mine's is on 20. Mm. Mine's is on 20, Don. I knew when I started this that I needed to charge it, but I got the other phone charging. So I just put this one up right here. So I need to get another more powerful charger because the chargers they don't charge that fast. Now there's one from Best Buy that my daddy has, and it's like a turbo charger, y'all. That thing charges quick, fast, and in a hurry. That's what I'm talking about. The turbo charger. I don't know how much it costs, but it's white and it was from Best Buy because I saw the label on it on the wire, and I was like, oh, this thing works so good, y'all. Every time I get in there and I put it on the charger, it charges with the quickness. He said, you were connected after all. Okay. Oh boy. Let me see what time did I start my hair. I started my hair around 6:30. It's going on 7:15, so it's been about 45 minutes. So normally I would say this takes about an hour and a half, y'all. So I'm not doing too bad. I'm kind of on schedule. Plus I haven't been stopping too much. I haven't been stopping too much. So I'm gonna put my earrings on. I'm still gonna go outside in the snow. Even if it is dark, I'm gonna turn on the light and go out there. I'm gonna show y'all the snow again. The last time I checked, it was still coming down. I have a strong suspicion that it may have stopped right now because normally it stops like when it gets dark, it'll stop. And it's dark now. It's 6:16. It's 7:16 here. 7:16 here. I I feel like this is some complete and utter nonsense, to be honest, and I'm over it. I'm over it because it's getting in the way and impeding things that need to be done, y'all. But you can't go up against the weather. And there's been so many ignorant people coming on the Ring app talking about, oh, let me know if the ABC store is open. Let me know if Arby's is open. Do you think Arby's is really freaking open, you idiots, you fools? Are there any grocery stores open? Is Food Lion open? What do you think? What do you think? If you don't need to be on the road, y'all knew that this was coming. The weather forecast predicted this in advance. And you mean to tell me all of a sudden y'all in the house, then somebody says, oh, I ran out of snacks. Is there a gas station open? You sound like a fool. He said, you got this. Thank you. You sound like a freaking fool. If you did run out of snacks, and you're gonna ask, is there a gas station open? First of all, what makes you think you're gonna make it to the gas station? Dummy. Just dumb for no reason. Like y'all about to go out there and risk it for some snacks. You had last night to prepare. Yes, Don, because they are. I got so irritated. I turned my notifications on silent because I got tired of seeing the dumb stuff that kept popping up on my phone. I don't know how to stop those notifications. Because I use it, the Ring app or whatever, so that I can monitor the house going on, when I'm not here or whatever. But it was just irritating to see all the stupidity going on. It's a lot of dummies that live amongst us, y'all, and that stuff is nonsense. One thing I don't like is a bunch of nonsense and folly. Turn off the notifications. If I turn off the notifications, I feel like it's not going to notify me for my camera. So that's why I had them on. But I be so tired sometimes of just, and you can tell they're bored and don't have anything to do because all they kept doing is every couple of minutes asking dumb questions. Here goes somebody else saying something stupid out their mouth. Is Arby's open? Is the gas station open? I ran out of snacks. Is the ABC store open? Then they're gonna put on a laughing emoji. It's not even funny. Like y'all just sound silly. Y'all in the house with nothing to do with being dumb. You said you understand? Yeah. A lot of people don't use those, Dawn. They don't use them at all. So I still need to wash dishes. I still got a lot of stuff that I need to do that I thought I was going to do today, but I took today and really lounged and rested because I needed rest. I was up pretty late last night. I didn't go to sleep until after 1:30 last night, so I knew I needed to rest. So that's what I did. Oh, thank you, Maureen McLeod, you stupid people. It's not even worth getting on there and saying anything to. One thing I know about people on like those public forums, they're very mean. They are very mean. I didn't even get on my neighborhood Facebook group um to see what the neighborhood is talking about. I'm pretty sure they're posting about, the weather, but they're very mean on our neighborhood Facebook group too. And I think I told y'all about it. Hold on one second. I gotta go get my charger. I'll be right back, y'all. Gotta go get my charger. All right. Hopefully y'all can still hear me. I'm still talking to y'all. I just gotta get a charger for this phone so that it does not die. My other phone is still not charged yet, y'all. So I'm just gonna take this other one and plug this in because it's probably gonna go down to 10% in a second. So here I am. Here I am. Here I am. That used to be a song with Rick Ross and dun, 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 here I am. I think his name started with an A. I can't think of the name of the person. I used to like that song. You know what I want to do? I want to go back and listen to my songs from back in the day. I'm gonna pull my Zune out. I bet y'all don't even know about that. The MP3 player world. Y'all don't know anything about it. Y'all on Apple iTunes, y'all streaming. I'm talking about these are songs that got remixes that I got off of LimeWire and Kick-Ass Torrents, y'all. I got the discography of Prince, stuff y'all can't get anymore. You said I be laughing at their stupidity and I be thinking that they're clowns and circuses. Mm. Go back and listen to my Zoom. I'm gonna have all types of stuff popping up. It's just gonna take me back, y'all. It's gonna take me back. One thing is, we can't go back in time. If we know what we knew then, we could go back in time and change stuff for our lives to be different now in the future. Wouldn't that be neat? And I do think there's a such thing as time travel, and I do think they're manipulating time, and I do think they're manipulating our weather, like they manipulate every freaking thing else and think we're stupid and don't know. Just like they mess with the calendar, they mess with everything, y'all. They want to take us so that we're not in our natural states. That's what they want to do. Almost done, y'all. Almost done. This is a task that takes time. And since I can't go anywhere, I was like, let me go ahead and get this out the way, y'all. You said you wish you could go to a generation of people when they're actually loyal, smart, and caring. You have to find those people. It doesn't come from just one generation, Don. There are people in every generation that's got good people, bad people, evil people, mean people. I mean, that's just every generation. It doesn't matter. You just got to find the people that have the characteristics that you're looking for. And a lot of stuff is far few and in between, y'all. Far few and in between. But that's okay. Value the people that you do have that are like that, you know? Baby, hold on to me. See, I'm the special kind. Which I know about it. Baby, hold on to me. Hold on. That's Gerald Levert, y'all. See, I'm the special type. Done, told you 1,000 times. Done, done, done. Baby, hold on to me. That's when music used to be real. Music ain't real anymore. Music is not real anymore. I used to like that song. I can't think of the name of the lady that sang it. Superwoman. I'm not your superwoman, y'all. My sister and I used to sing that song. Early in the morning, I put breakfast at your table and make sure that your coffee has its sugar and cream. Your eggs are over easy. Your toast is like mine. All that's missing is something. I don't know. I used to make up words when I didn't know the lyrics. But anyway, I'm not your superwoman. Yeah, that's when people actually paid attention to the lyrics and it actually made sense with a message. They don't do that anymore, y'all. Everything is so manufactured and watered down with no um no feeling or emotion, no soul. Yeah, if y'all don't know about Gerald Levert, go look him up. You're the best one. This is why I show you lots of love. Aw, I appreciate it. All of your support, Don. Don't put me on a pedestal because we all have flaws. I can disappoint too. I can disappoint too. So, like I said, we don't put people on pedestals around here. Almost done, y'all. Almost done. It's got a little bit more to go, and it's gonna be all over with. Then I gotta go wash these dishes. Yep, go wash the dishes. I am overwhelmed because I need to organize every single room in the house. including my closets. And I'm just overwhelmed, y'all. I'm overwhelmed with it. And I wish that I was not like that because honestly, when people are dealing with that, it's a mental thing. It's a mental thing. You can start something, a task, and get so overwhelmed that you just stop in the middle of it because mentally you just cannot fathom dealing with it. And I was supposed to walk on the treadmill earlier. Didn't do that. If I feel like it, I might do it later. If not, then I'll do it tomorrow. Didn't walk on the treadmill, y'all, because I was lounging today. Why do you think I always show you love to you? It's not enough. Great women like you because they play with you. Oh, they play with you like a toy? Don't let them do that anymore. Don't let them do that. You're a Taurus too. I didn't know Taurus was that sensitive. He said, take it slow. I just wanna take it nice and slow. So been waiting for this for so long. Ain't got to rush. Now here we are. Y'all know Usher, one thing about him, he sings all his songs in the same key. Y'all remember that album he had, Trading Places. Y'all know that song? We gonna do things a little different tonight. I'm gonna open your door. Dun, 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 dun. Something, something, trading places. I used to like that song. The album was decent, but like I told my sister back, and I said, you notice that whole CD he sung in the same key all the way through the whole album. And I skipped the songs and listened to it, and she started laughing. She said he did, yeah, he sung in the whole key all the way through. I was like, it's the same thing. Dun, 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 dun. I'm like, sometimes people can have a certain tone of a voice and I can't tolerate it for a whole album. I can't listen to a whole CD of them. But you know whose voice I really like? It's a female singer that I really can tolerate and I can listen to her all the way through. Well, I'll say it's two of them, but Tamar Braxton. I love the tone of Tamar Braxton's voice. I just like her voice. And it is so, oh boy, it's so what do I want to say, pleasing to my ears that I can listen to her like if she had an album, I could listen to it all the way through, and it's just yeah, she's got a talent. I mean, with her voice, I just like her tone. Somebody that somebody else is probably Mariah Carey. I probably could listen to her too. Yeah, I like Mariah. I wasn't so much a Mariah fan back in the day. My sister was. But then over the years, when she came out with E equals MC squared, touch my body. No, 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 no. The Emancipation of Mimi. When she came out with the Emancipation of Mimi, that really took it for me to another level. But yeah, I like Mariah's music. She had a lot of good songs. Um, who else? Somebody, well, a male singer. I've talked about it before that I like is Jamie Foxx. I love his voice. And Tyrese, I love his voice. I think he has such an amazing voice. And I also like John B. Those are, oh, and Anthony Hamilton. So that's like four of them. Those are like my four top favorite male vocalists, I guess you could say. Um, I like Anthony Hamilton's personality. I met him before, y'all. And he's so down to earth. I told y'all about that. And then as far as what else? Oh, a rapper. So let's get into the rappers' voices that I like. The male rappers. I like Method Man's voice. I just think his voice is so appealing to me. It's got that raspiness. It's something about his raspy voice that I used to always like. You all that I need, I'll be there for you. If you keep it real with me, I'll keep it real with you. I just like that voice. And then also I like Mr. Cheeks. Mr. Cheeks from the Lost Boys, y'all. Love, peace, and happiness. I like that raspiness that he had. Oh my goodness, y'all. That voice. Mm-mm-mm. Usher will always be your favorite. Baby, you're a star. I don't think I know that song. Usher been around for years, y'all. Usher been around for a while. Usher came out when he was 14. He came on the scene when he was 14. Um, he had this first single, I think was called My Way. My Way. I was not a big Usher fan back then. Um, Usher grew over the years. You know, I listened to his music. I think he makes some good songs, but I wasn't a major Usher fan. He came here too, and I didn't go see him. Lil Wayne, another childhood favorite of yours. Lil Wayne came out when he was like, what was he like 15? He was real young too, y'all. He came out when he was like 15, because he used to be with Cash Money and them, which y'all remember them. Juvenile, Turk, Manny Fresh, Baby. Yep, I remember that. And yeah, he been around for a while. Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne is very interesting on how he puts together his words. Sometimes it's very quite disrespectful. And I remember when Nicki Minaj came out, I think she was trying to emulate his style. Because you know, Lil Wayne would have a certain cadence, and Nicki Minaj would kind of copy that a little bit. Your all-time favorite song from Lil Wayne is Kobe Bryant. I don't even know that song. Pop a lot of pain pills. About to put rims on my skateboard wheels. Uh, chop it up like karate. Oh, got it. Not got it. Him and Future, y'all. It's called Karate Chop. That's my song. See, I'm gonna have to go back digging in my vault. This new stuff that people got out now, it ain't nothing. Everybody sounds the same. I'll take it back to the times. Take it back to the datpiff.com days. Y'all don't know anything about it. I don't even know if it's still around, y'all. I used to have it downloaded to my phone. My sister told me about that app. I used to download the mixtapes. I had stuff people ain't never have. They get in my car, they're like, "Oh, I don't have this version. That's the remix. I don't have that version. Can you make me a CD?" I should have been charging y'all. I used to make CDs just because I wanted people to have a great experience of the music that I was enjoying. I wanted other people to enjoy it with me. But yeah, my I stayed putting together CDs for my family though. Sometimes even coworkers, y'all. I got the new Mariah. You want it? What about Kendrick? Kendrick Lamar's cool. He's cool. I actually bought his I bought Kendrick Lamar's CD because what happened? Why did I do that? I think they shut down my website, y'all, when I was downloading music. And back then, I don't think I had Apple iTunes. I think I refused to pay for Apple iTunes. That's what it was, y'all, being cheap. So, this is I had a CD player in the car. And I had like I could play MP3s. So I knew how to make MP3s, and I could fit like 40 songs on that one CD, y'all. So that's what I had going on. And then I also had my MP3 player, y'all, that could fit over 10,000 songs on. Man, let me tell y'all, I could have been a DJ for real if I wanted to. They used to think I'm DJing a little bit, but no, I just really love music. I love music. Always loved music. Always, always. It's just in the fabric of my being, y'all. That I ended up I can write. I wrote songs. I come up with melodies. I can actually I can flow too. I just don't do it, but I can. Thank you, Dot Fart. I'm sorry, I'm mispronouncing your name. Thank you, Dot. I appreciate it. I feel so much better, y'all. I feel like I'm more presentable now on camera. So that's why, and that's another reason why you haven't really seen me because I wanted to do my hair. Um, I know it's no excuse because come as you are, says the church. Come as you are, right? Come as you are. Some people take that, some people take that literally too far. Because here's what when we did go to church, the times that we did go, I didn't grow up in the church, but my mother raised us to dress up for court and dress up for church. So be presentable for the church meant that you don't go wearing jeans and a t-shirt. You actually dress according to, you know, I guess be respectful of the church. That's how we were raised and brought up, but people have become so relaxed. I've seen people wear t-shirts to funerals and all types of stuff, and nothing wrong with that because that's a way to show like your endearment for the person, like if you got t-shirts made and stuff. But my mother always kind of like taught us to like dress up for church. So even if you don't wear a dress or a skirt, you can still wear slacks, y'all. My mother was such, y'all, she can't help it. My mother used to wear slacks. I remember in her 20s, my mother used to wear slacks and blouses. That's what she called them. Slacks and blouses, y'all. Slacks and blouses, y'all. So people, I've been called stuck up and bougie. I don't care, but I don't think I give that vibe off. It's just a certain standard that I have for myself about certain stuff. But where do you think I get it from? I was raised by my mom. I get it from my mom. I don't think that's a bad thing. You put these earrings on. I think earrings always help to enhance. So more than likely, you'll never really see me come on camera or leave the house without earrings or without some type of lip gloss. What I am wearing today, ladies and gentlemen, is very simple. I am wearing Milani, okay? Sugar Plum by Milani. And I feel like Milani is a product that is uh, very advantageous for women of color. They have, I guess colors that we can use for our different skin tones and skin types. And so I really like the Sugar Plum. This is a lip liner by Milani. And actually, this is an eyeliner, y'all. I said a lip liner. It's a retractable eyeliner, but I used it for my lips. Okay? Don't judge me. I can do it if I want to. Secondly, this is my all-time favorite, guys. I wish I could find a way to beat their ingredients. Mary Kay. I started selling Mary Kay um, back in like 2013, 2014, 2014, 2015. Started selling Mary Kay back then. I found out about this lip gloss, y'all, and this is called Pink Wink. It is discontinued. They no longer sell it. It is my favorite. I have to get this off eBay. Shout out to them. And last but not least, this is very cheap that I use as like a filler, I guess you could call that, as a lip color. I put that on. I didn't put it on today, but I usually put this on. I got this from Tyson Beauty, okay? It is the beauty supply store. It was like $2. So it is not always, about having the fanciest of what you have. It's what you do with what you have. All right. Because I feel like the universe will bless you if you show gratitude and you're grateful and you take care of what you have. That's what I think. That's what I really believe. I feel like that's true with your car. If you take care of your car will take care of you. I feel like even if you wash your car and keep it clean, it drives better for you. Hmm. You like my earrings? Thank you so much. I got these from the beauty supply store, guys. I get a lot of compliments on my earrings. Thank y'all. I love earrings. I love earrings. I love earrings so much. I like jewelry, but earrings are like one of my favorite things. Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. How do I know the words? Let me tell you how I know the words to that song. I can go all the way through the whole song. When I lived in Germany, y'all, we had to do a Christmas musical or a Christmas performance. We had to learn the words. Our music teacher, her name was Miss McNaught. Miss McNaught. This is a short Caucasian lady. She'd be like, sit up straight, chin up, breathe from the stomach. And then we had to learn these words to the Christmas song, y'all. Yes. All right. Last but not least, I need some more brush cleaner. You can actually, from my understanding, you can use it's called Dawn, Dawn. Dawn dish detergent. They said we can use that to clean the makeup brush. But I think I'm gonna buy some more because I like to have the brush cleaner. Um, I need some more face primer. I need finishing spray and setting spray, I think. I don't have all the items. I ran out a long time ago. I never replenished and revamped my Mary Kay supply. Y'all, it gets very expensive, but I did used to make one major order per year. Um, those orders were expensive. Um, so I haven't ordered from that in a while, and I am no longer affiliated with um my sales director. I had a sales director here. I switched over, but we never really nothing really came about of that. I got heavily involved with real estate and Brown Girls Are Beautiful, my clothing brand. And I was like, I'm not gonna have time for Mary Kay. I have to have time for what I'm doing for me. Shout out to Winnie the Pooh. Almost sounds like your name, exactly right. Okay. So y'all like my hair? Let me turn around for y'all. I don't know what the back looks like. It's full of bounce. It's got, y'all remember that commercial? Shout out to somebody. If you see this video, you want to put me in a hair commercial, please reach out to me. I will gladly do a hair commercial for y'all. Finesse, finesse your hair so beautiful. Ooh, finesse. Thank you. Yes, Finesse had a nice hair commercial that I used to love. And it was like, finesse, finesse your hair so beautiful. Ooh, finesse. And the lady, she used to have like this bouncy, curly, dark brown hair, and she'd be walking, her hair used to be bouncing. I used to love that commercial, y'all. Of course, they have Pantene Pro V. I never used any of that type of shampoo in my hair, but I did like the Finesse commercial, y'all. Shout out to Finesse because it can be the jingle that gets you to want to mingle. It can be the jingle that will draw you in and be like you in the store and you thinking about that little jingle and it's like, oh, I like the music and the song. I think I'm gonna try the product because that's how they get you. That is how they get you, y'all. Flex it one more time for you. Okay. Finesse. Finesse your hair so beautiful. Ooh, finesse. Finesse your hair so beautiful. Ooh. So yes, this is my hair, y'all. And this is what I've done for myself today. I did my hair. Shout out to me. And it took about an hour and I want to say, let me see, 6:30 is 7:45. So that was an hour and 15 minutes this time. That wasn't bad. Thank y'all for the people that stayed and rocked out with me. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for, just tuning in with me. Um, it's almost 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time right now because I'm on Eastern Time, y'all. I did try to grease my scalp a little bit because it does get dry up in my scalp. And I was listening to Dr. Bobby Price, and he said that that is a form of yeast on the scalp. So I don't know. Uh-oh, Tinkerbell just entered the chat. Y'all, she's right here. I don't know if y'all can see her. Say hi, Tinkerpoo. Hey. She just jumped on the stool behind me. Hey, and I think She feels neglected because she knows I'm giving my time and attention to something else. She feels neglected. You heard her. She want to say hi. Can I lift you up? She doesn't like for me to pick her up, y'all. Come here. Say hi. She's been lounging out. Yes, she's been lounging out today. They have eaten a lot. I hope that they don't go through all their kitty food. I stocked them up for the snow so they would have plenty of wet food. I bought the Sheba kind that comes in the little 2 packs. But Prancer's been going through those like crazy. He act like he's starving today. I don't know. He asked for more food earlier. I put it away and I told him no because I think that he's acting like that just so he can be greedy. And once he runs out of that, I'm not risking my life going out in the snow to get more cat food. He's just going to have to what? He's just gonna have to eat the kibble, which is the hard, dry food that's in there. You call it Garfield Jr.? Yes. Yes, and you're rubbing against me. Hey, hey. They are, y'all, they are super relaxed. My light went out. I gotta recharge it. They're super spoiled. They're living the life. They're living the life of luxury. They don't have to go out, hunt for food. They don't have to think about anything but what they want to eat, when I'm going to feed them. They get to lounge around, they get to play, they have their own cat beds. They they just they're just lucky, y'all. They're very blessed. And I don't think they understand how blessed they have it. No, you don't. Oh, you are just spoiled for no reason. I don't want her rubbing up against me too much because she's going to start getting fur on me, which is why I keep these handy dandy lint rollers. These came free in a pack. Try to keep one with me, like if I leave the house, I just keep one in the vehicle because you just never know, especially if you wear black. And if you have a pet, who said they so cute? Yeah, they're a lot of ex they're expenses. That's what the two walking living expenses. Yes. Look how chunky she is. Look, she's chunky, y'all. She looked like she's gotten chunkier over the last couple of days. I think you've been doing too much lounging because I haven't been playing with her. I have not been here to play with you. So, but I have been trying to watch her portion control. What? Oh my goodness, y'all. Well, look, I'm gonna sign out. Tinkerbell is calling. So, I'm gonna see what she wants. I might come back on here later. Y'all have a blessed night if you don't see me later. Thank you so much. And y'all continue to walk in divinity and be safe. Bye, Dawn. Oh my